I want to talk a little bit about card check, the so-called Employee Free Choice Act, which made a big splash last year and then sort of failed to surface. So, Jim, I want to start with you, talk about card check, and are we going to see anything anytime soon on card check?
I don't believe it's going to be enacted this year. It remains, and as it has been, organized labor's top legislative priority. I think it's unreasonable to expect that card check is simply going to go away this year. I think that organized labor is going to, at a minimum, demand a vote to find out where people are for political reasons. But I think that it is highly unlikely that labor is going to be able to put together or participate in a package that's going to be capable of getting 60 votes in this Congress. But this issue, again, it's kind of like the LIFO issue. This issue is not going to go away. Issues never die in Washington. They hibernate sometimes, but they never die. And this one probably isn't even going to hibernate for long. So on this particular issue, you need to remain alert. You need to remain engaged. This is one that you ought to be talking to your congressman or your U.S. senator about every single time you run into him at church.
And I agree with what Jim has said. Also, I think we have to pay attention to the National Labor Relations Board, which is an oversight body, presidentially appointed. The president appointed a gentleman, Mr. Craig Becker, to that board, to a vacancy, who has written some very pro-labor positions, which would really undermine and could really enact some of the card check legislation via the agency's oversight. There's several more vacancies coming up on that board. The president's appointment was a recess appointment, meaning he'd put the name up and the Senate had deferred acting on it. In fact, had turned it back. And he nevertheless did a recess appointment when the Senate had adjourned. So he will serve through 2010 now. But this is a troubling area we have to remain also vigilant in.